Hi, everybody. This is Lisa Haven, and I've got some critical information that I want to share with you guys. Now, over the past couple of months, I have been gathering information and delivering to you guys all the various headlines that have been happening, and literally things have been on fire prophetically. I mean, we have truly hit high gear in almost every aspect, from basically the signs in the heavens to what is going on planet Earth. So lots of stuff. Therefore, as a result, I've decided to put all that together in one headline, and I'm calling it 11 major events that have or are going to happen by the end of September. Why September, you ask? Well, it just seems that there are a lot of things that are happening all before that month or by that month. Why that month? I don't really know. Now, personally, I don't believe that an asteroid is coming to hit planet Earth or to hit the South Atlantic or the North Atlantic Ocean. I don't personally believe that. I know there is lots of speculation and theories out there that one could hit near Puerto Rico. I don't take that view. However, it could happen. I could be wrong, obviously. Now, that said, I do believe we are literally on the brink of an economic collapse. Could that happen in September? I just don't know. All I know is that according to Bible prophecy, there are a lot of biblical events coming to pass right now, and specifically that are going to be happening in September. And I personally believe these are warning signs from the Lord of things to come. Not necessarily things that will happen in the month of September, but things to come. Could be after that, could be slightly before that, we just don't know. Could be a year or two after that. Again, we don't know. But nonetheless, I believe with all my heart that God is sending out these warnings. Now, what exactly are those 11 events? Well, the first one I want to talk about is NORAD reopens Cheyenne Mountain, basically a big bunker, after years of closure because they are worried about an EMP attack. Now, this happened in April of this year. I wanted to share that first, and I actually found this. It's also on the internet, but I found it in Newsmax magazine. And here is the headline, so you can see, Fearing EMPs, NORAD reopens Cheyenne Mountain. And there's a picture of Cheyenne Mountain there. But obviously they're concerned about some kind of cyber attack, or maybe that's a cover for some kind of event that's coming in the future. I don't know. But they're preparing by opening up their bunkers, and obviously some of the things that I'm going to get into. But that was one major event that happened that has already happened prior to September here. So next, number 2, gay marriage has been passed. We know this happened by the U.S. Supreme Court in June, where they literally made it legal for homosexualities and gays to be married in all 50 states. And as I've stated in videos prior, this is a huge, basically, omen, I believe, to the United States of America. I do feel with all my heart that judgment is coming from God, because the sin that we are not only promoting but accepting, and we are accepting this on our televisions, on our magazines, on our radios, even in our churches are accepting this now. And since we have officially accepted it nationwide, I do fear deep in my spirit that something is ahead. Just mark my words. Nobody knows when, but definitely it could be, some small or major. We just don't know. Moving on to the third major event, the Star of Bethlehem. That happened June 30th, where we had the alignment of Venus aligned with Jupiter in our skies. And some of us were blessed and able to see that. Some of us had a cloudy day and were not able to, but definitely the alignment was there. Number 4, Operation Talisman Saber has started in July. They have 33,000 troops that they sent to the Pacific, and they are doing this drill with Australian military. They are doing this together. And why? Well, we just don't know yet, but it's definitely happening before September, and it's already happening now. Number 5, the Pope declares he wants world government, and he even specifically stated that he wants a new world order. This happened just yesterday, Wednesday, July 8th. He made that announcement, I believe that's the date. But anytime that somebody in leadership is declaring something that supposedly doesn't exist, because we hear from the lying mainstream media all the time that there's no such thing as a new world order. Yet here we have the Pope admitting that that's exactly what he wants. And a lot of our leaders state this, by the way. And, I know there's a lot of Bible prophecies in regards to the papacy that some Christians believe that the papacy could play the role of the false prophet. Now, I don't know if that will end up being the false prophet, but they just believe whoever's in the papacy could fit that role. But there is definitely reason or cause to believe that. We won't know until it actually happens, but there is cause for it. So when somebody like Pope Francis is declaring a new world order and a world government, we take that to heart, especially us biblical prophecy studiers. So that is the fifth major event. Number 6, the Temple Institute makes a shocking tweet on Twitter as well as Facebook stating it has some major news to announce about the future on July 12th. And I did a report on this just yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. And the announcement is it could be major, it could be something small, but lots of people speculate that this could be in regards to building the third temple, Solomon's temple, the third Jewish temple. And the reason they speculate that is because the Temple Institute is known for their pushing and basically the desire to build that third and final temple. That is the entire purpose and being for the Temple Institute. Could it be that? Well, we just don't know. It could be something a lot smaller or maybe a step towards that as well. So another thing where my prophetic ears are ringing. Number 7, the hacks or glitches or whatever that they're trying to call it nowadays, or as I like to say some kind of test run, maybe. But we know that this just happened. The New York Stock Exchange was down. United Airlines, they were grounded, and Wall Street Journal site even crashed, including the Chinese market shutdown. Is this some kind of test run? I just don't know. But this just happened just yesterday, or just yesterday. So lots of things there. That's a 7th major event. Number 8, this one's been in the works for a while, but Jade Helm is to start in a couple days from now, July 15th, the official kickoff date. Now, obviously, they've been hosting little pre-things prior to that, but the official kickoff date is also in July. Number 9, the Shemitah year. Basically, it ends September 13th. And it started in September 2014 all the way through September 2015. We have our culmination here. And basically, that is your every 7 years, the 7th years, that is your Shemitah year. And it's a time of, it could be, financial chaos, as Jonathan Cahn speculates. But that is also going on in September. Not to mention number 10, which means it will culminate with the Jubilee year. Now, Jubilee is basically every 50 years, the Israelites would celebrate what's called Jubilee year. They don't celebrate it today. However, in the time of the Bible, they did. But every 50 years, they celebrate Jubilee year, which is a time of forgiveness of all debt. Would be nice if we had it today, but apparently, you know why they don't celebrate it, because it's all about the money and people want money. So we don't celebrate it anymore. However, Jubilee year is also in the year 2015 of September. It starts. Interesting how all these things are lining up either before or during the month of September. And number 11, our final one, UN host their Agenda 21 meeting, Sustainable Development. Yay! evil Agenda 21, basically, for the entire planet. And this is to take place September 25th through the 27th. And the Pope is also going to be traveling to New York during that time to attend the Sustainable Development meeting, which he has been openly broadcasting and promoting. Not to mention that he's also going to be addressing the United States Congress during that time as well. So as you can see, lots of major events. That's just 11 of the biggest ones. Now, there are more that I could probably dig up, but biblically speaking, these are the ones that spoke to me the most, saying, hey, is God trying to tell us something with all the signs in the heaven, with all the things that are going on planet Earth, here in America and all across the globe? There is something coming. And I think we as Christians need to be ready. Even those of you who are not Christians, you need to be ready. And I think the best way to do that is get to know Jesus Christ. That would be my advice to you. But that said, these 11 major events are huge. And I think that we need to be ready. And like I said, I believe they're warning signs from God. I don't personally believe anything in particular will happen in September. However, I do believe that God is warning us of some things to come. Just one last thing before I let you guys go. Actually, there is 12 major events. Somehow I managed to space the blood moon tetrad. I actually had it on my notes here. It was just merged in with another somehow, so I skipped it. But there are not 11, but there are 12 major events, even more interesting, that will happen by the end of September. So that is my 12th one. And that happens on September 28th is the culmination or the final series or event, the final blood moon of the blood moon tetrad, happening on the Feast of Tabernacles. So definitely another sign from the Lord, warning of things to come. But I didn't want to leave that out because that is a major one. So scratch 11, 12 major events that are going to come to pass by the end of September. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest. This is Lisa Haven signing off.